All right, Ozzerzen here again. This time, just want to go over the solo campaigns or the dungeons. Um, I don't know how to describe it. They're all incredibly easy once you're big enough to get them, but when you can't, they're incredibly tough. So it's very hard for me to discuss them um, from a challenging point of view. However, with the other accounts that I have, I do know that they are very challenging when you can't beat them. So we'll start with 110. It's not usually the one I farm. Um, it's I once again kind of like resource raids. I try to get everything done, and if I can't do it in 30 seconds, it just becomes counterproductive. I figure it's going to take me 30 seconds to get to the get so a minute per fight. Um, but I'm looking to a lot. Anything more than that, I just I feel like I'm wasting time on a game. There are things in the game I do enjoy spending a lot of time on. For example, Guild Clash. I love going through, looking at every single base, figuring out which one to attack, those type of things. So it's not that I'm adverse to spending time on the game. I just don't want to spend time on things that don't need to be spent time. So anyway, basically what you're doing here, you're going to farm. Every 2 hours you get an attack. Yeah, and you're looking for those beer mugs right there. I mean, quite simply, it's you can also get gems. Um, Bases that I have over the degree of advancing, I farm, which basically farming just means every 10 hours you're going to fill up. So every 10 hours you kind of need to log on and spend about 5 minutes to get rid of these. So they're up again. Um, Obviously, you're hoping for at least one beer mug every 5 battles. Um, Beer mugs you turn in for rings. I'll show you that in a second. You should know it, but in case you don't. Um, I'm going to go over. I have two attacks left, so I'm going to show you. 97 is it'll be over by then. So 75 is one that I've always liked. 75 is a really fun one. It's a big circle, and it's one that I've used throughout the course to see how much improved my heroes get. So I always like to come back to it to see how quickly I can take it out. Once again, 30 seconds used to be my goal. Now I try to do it in less than 20 seconds, which I very um, there's absolutely nothing difficult about it other than getting. I use Sapphirex down here at the bottom, and if he lines up just right, I can take out the whole thing. Um, let's switch over to that. That we're at the 16. So 16 seconds is what it took. Now, obviously, my phone's lagging a little bit here because I'm recording at the same time. Really like that. I still use on my other two accounts is number 40. Um, 40, you're actually going to get a little bit. I think instead of 30 gems, you get 25 gems on 40. But everything else is about the same. Less souls, less money, but the mugs. I mean, mugs are really what you're after here. So if you're looking for gems, you get 5 more gems. I don't know where it starts. I know at 75 you get the 30 gems. At 110 you get 30 gems. At 40 you get 25 when you get it. But 40 is a really one. When you just I call it AF. You're away from the phone. You're away from the keyboard, and you can literally just drop your guys. I don't know if they are. Drop them all right at the top. Um, you don't have to push a button. You don't have to do anything. I think there's only 3 enemy heroes in this one. Um, it's just super easy, even for the lowest accounts. Um, so if you're time constrained, this is 40 is the one that I usually do, especially on my other accounts. Yeah, 55 souls, so less souls, less gems. But once again, the mugs are what we're after. And then obviously mugs, we come over here for gem. I have 21 saved up. You just trade them in for rings. I guess you could trade them for souls if you wanted to. That was about 20 rings. I didn't even look to see what I had before, but I use like 15 to 20 rings per mug, so it's probably about 300 to 400 rings that I got from that. So anyway, dungeon an extra 5 minutes a day, or 5 minutes twice a day. but definitely worth your time for the extra rings and gems that you get from it. So thanks. Any questions, comments, leave them below, and talk to you later.